Okay, so they jumped right into it and went straight for it, showing that this is a dark, twisted, death around every corner, fight for survival world. And it definitely looks darker than the original one from What If, which, if you haven't watched that episode of What If where this came from, I don't think it's a necessity, but it definitely helps, set up the origin of what happened and helps make some other things clearer. Because I know for me, going back and listening about the original episode again after this, I'm like, yeah, okay, I probably should have watched it again to appreciate more of the characters and the situation. But the animation, I don't know how different it is, but it at least looks a little different and it feels different. I think that comes from the lighting, the pencil marks. I don't know. I just overall think the animation is different. It looks better. It looks cleaner. It looks crisper. The character designs look really good. And I mean, the way they animate the blood and violence and gore is just, I hate to say it, but it's really good. And it makes sense considering that this is a rated M show versus What If. So they were able to go further with it. And I think that does definitely add. And the images of mass armies of zombies just coming to obliterate our heroes is fantastic. I mean, it looks great. I love getting to see other worlds. And by other worlds, I mean other areas of this world and how the virus affected them. I mean, we get to see Namor and how it affected Atlantis. We get to see how it affects some other things. I really like the characters they used. I find it interesting that they used newer phase 4 or 5 characters, though I guess it makes sense. And I really like the character of Moon Knight, Blade Knight. I guess we're calling him Blade Knight, or at least I am. I thought that he looked really cool. And I like seeing team-ups or versus matches that we're not going to see probably in the actual MCU, or teases of how some characters might interact in the future. I'm not a huge fan normally of shows just ending on a cliffhanger, but here it just doesn't work for me. I mean, sometimes it can work and I accept that, but this time around I'm just like, this doesn't really work. I'm not sure if you're going to get a second season. I wasn't a huge fan of the way they were doing each episode with a different group and combining them, but then eventually it did work for me. So overall, I liked this season, and I hope we get more because I want to know what happens.